Ty Slatter with GTA Sports, and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. Make sure you follow GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check on all social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and don't forget GTASports.com for all things in sports. Today, we're going to talk about a team that I personally cannot stand talking about, but I've come to embrace and accept the fact that as long as Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are on this team, I have to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. But today's not about Kevin Durant nor Kyrie Irving, the number 3 of the big 3 in Brooklyn, Mr. Ben Simmons. Now, before we get into today's subject matter, I want to remind you all that as of this recording, the Brooklyn Nets are 6-9. They're under 500. All right? They are literally splitting the last 10 games 5-5 on a 2-game losing streak. They got a beat down by Sacramento. I believe it was 153-121. We're talking 30 plus, all right? Shouldn't be happening, but it's happening, okay? So, why am I talking about Ben Simmons, you ask? Well, let's break down the last 10 games, all right? He's played 26.6 minutes. Let's just round it up and say 27. Averaging 5.8 points per game. 48% from the field. 6.1 rebounds. 5.6 assists. 1 steal and a block per game. Now you're probably thinking, 48% from the field for a man that can't shoot is good, right? Here's what you're not putting into your equation and why these numbers are god-awful and terrible for somebody who missed a whole year of playing due to back injuries and mental health. All right? I'm about to break down why those numbers are a problem right now. Ben Simmons is on a 5-year, $177 million contract. The man gets paid $34 million per season. And it's guaranteed out of his deal. All his money is guaranteed. And his contract doesn't expire until 2025. So the reason why his numbers are alarming is because they traded James Harden for Ben Simmons. I mean, there were pieces and picks, obviously, that I'm not going to dive into because it was a lot. They gave up a lot, okay, to get James Harden and then lose James Harden, okay? Getting Ben Simmons was not a consolation prize. Steph Curry has been in and out with injuries, okay? Who also came over on that deal. Andre Drummond's no longer with the team. So again, these are, he's flourishing in Chicago, learning how to shoot, getting a jump shot together. Something that Ben still hasn't done. All right, this is a man that came in the league with high expectations, the next LeBron, as he was titled and pegged. But he has yet to show the fire and desire to be the next LeBron. Even with all the physical gifts, the man is a defensive juggernaut, as they say, because the only positive on his stats is his defense and his impact on the game when he's on the court and he's focused. So you want to get my thoughts on this. Well, he's 26 years old. He's getting paid to be a pedestrian on the court. He went from being the backup point guard, or I can't even say starting point guard. Now they got him at the backup center because he was playing so poorly as a point guard. Let me break down his points from, the first game on. So 9 points against the Pacers in October. 0 points against the Pacers on the back-to-back. 0 points against the Bulls. 0 points against the Wizards. 0 points against the Hornets, because I believe he may not have played these games. He didn't play those 4 games. So when he came back, it was November 7th against the Mavericks. He played 16 minutes and gave me 2 points, 1 of 3. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. November 9th against the Knicks, 24 minutes. You're getting there. 6 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Now, at that point, we're probably thinking he's ramping up. He missed a whole year. Let's cut him some slack. Let's let him get his confidence up. The very next game, 3 days later, against the Clippers in LA, played 14 minutes, gave 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. 0 points against the Lakers. It looks like he probably didn't play that game. And then the last game, November 15th against the Kings, where they got obliterated. He played 20 minutes, gave him 11 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, that November 15th game against the Kings, the blowout game where they lost by 30, you're probably thinking, okay, Ben's finding his way back. Because he used to average about 18 to 20 points per game in Philly, right? And he was, all-star, going up for Defensive Player of the Year. He was like a runner-up. He was once Rookie of the Year. You're probably thinking he's getting back to himself, right? No. What you don't understand is those 20 minutes that he played, the 11 points that he got was in garbage time. They were already getting obliterated by over 20 points at the point that he started scoring. So the game was already without question over. We already knew the Kings were going to win that game. They came out swinging, and they didn't stop till it was over. And even when it was over, they kept shooting and kept hitting shots. Kevin Durant was out there by himself with 31 points by himself. No help from nobody else. So the 11 points that Ben had, empty stats, didn't impact the game, wasn't within the structure of the game or the flow of the game. So they don't matter. You might as well have gave him another 0. So let's keep in mind he's 6'10", 240 pounds, and he's 26 years old. And he is the third option on this team as currently constructed. He's the third highest paid, or it might be actually, I'm lying. He's actually, let me correct that. He's the second highest paid contractually, right there underneath Kevin Durant. So, again, the issue with this, and my take on it, he don't want it. He's not hungry. The reports were coming out back in Philly that he was spoiled rotten and was overprivileged and pretty much just didn't have a love for the game, just wanted to get paid and was blowing his money frivolously on a bunch of luxury cars and things that, depreciate once you purchase them. He's just there to get a check. He don't care about championships. He's not committed to this team. He's just trying not to be a laughingstock. He let the fans run him out of Philly after that blown layup against Atlanta. That let us know right there he ain't got no heart. Kobe told him in 2019, God bless him, Kobe Bryant, the great late Kobe Bryant, told him all he needed was a jump shot and he'd be great. This was in 2019. He told him, develop a jump shot or you're going to regret this for the rest of your life. Has he yet to take heed to that advice? No. And if he has, we've yet to see the confidence in him pulling that shot consistently. This team is not going anywhere fast. They're the second biggest disappointment in recent years, right there with the Los Angeles Lakers, especially this season. We don't know if Kyrie's going to come back Sunday when they have their home game. I believe it's against the Memphis Grizzlies. That's when he's supposed to come back. He's been out for about 2 weeks with this suspension, which I think is BS, but we already did a video on that. Make sure you go check those out, as well as the heat check. We talked about that this week as well with my man Antonio Turner. As far as Kevin Durant goes, you built this. You put yourself in this position. You could have stayed in Golden State and had more rings than LeBron, but you chose to go out and be your own man. I can respect it to a degree, but I feel like your ego pushed you to do this, and now you're looking back like, man, I should have stayed in Golden State, because everything is saying you should have stayed in Golden State with Steph. You and Steph were the greatest scoring duo the league had ever seen, and the league had no way to stop it. Now you're out here in Brooklyn on an island, no Kyrie, and essentially no Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons, even though he's there, he's not there. He is mentally checked out the game. He ain't got no heart. Joel was telling y'all this when he was in Philly. Nobody was listening. And here we are. Josiah, Sean Marks, fix it. This has been another episode of GTA's ISO Mode. Make sure you follow me at Ty Slatter on all social media platforms, as well as GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and don't forget GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. This is Ty Slatter, and until next time, take care.